All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash, that belong to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone who teach, guide, and rule well. And greetings, salutations, blessings, much love unto you, hopeful elect, Shalom unto you. Brush Quat with a pretty quick video. Just want to kind of give a quick testimony and some something that's encouraging, if I will, if I could, and through the Spirit to show us, man, that the scriptures are real. Okay, the things that we've seen in the scriptures and the things that we've seen in this life, they go hand in hand. Christians don't have the same belief that we have because we have the things that come to pass, man. Like this video here by the Elder Muwatazak in LA. His brother at their camp in the Antelope Valley camp, they ran across an individual behind their camp that kind of stood over their camp for a while and checked them out. And through the Spirit, he believes it was an angel, and I for sure believe it was an angel. Okay, because I believe I've encountered an angel or two. And I just want to get this here in numbers, but before I get that, and then a couple things that may come to mind through the Spirit, but quick testimony. A brother and I was out of town working, and we don't know this. I've never been here. He's never been here. Well, he had been there before, but he hadn't worked this area, and it was the hood. I mean, the hood. I mean, crackheads walking around. I mean, it was crazy. So we pulled over to get lunch because it was getting out of control in the hood. They didn't recognize us or our cars or the work that we were doing in the neighborhood. So they were, basically we just wanted to go take a break and kind of get away. We get away, and it was through the Spirit. We was like, all right, let's go take a break. So we went to go to get a bite to eat or whatever. And my car that I'm driving is facing his, and he's facing the opposite way. And we're sitting in there eating our food. In fact, we haven't even eaten yet. We just pulled up. Oh no, we were just finished eating, and I'm looking forward, about to drive off, and the guy turns the corner. This guy, no shirt on. He had on like a sport coat, like to a suit. And then he had on like shiny orange basketball shorts, like the Walmart basic, orange shiny basketball shorts, church shoes, and church socks. But he fit in with everybody else, all the other, crackhead people, for lack of a better term, with everybody else walking around. He turns the corner, and as he turns, my attention just is like drawn to him. Because the jacket and then the orange, and he had a green suit jacket and orange shiny orange basketball shorts, and it was with the dress shoes and the dress socks. I'm like, man, and I had never seen any. I've seen some hoods around this country, but this was pretty rough. The conditions our people are in. So he caught my attention, and it seems like he looked right over in the parking lot where we were parked, through all the people that was parked in there and eating, and the food wagons and all that was around, and singled them and just beeline straight to us. He walked over straight up, and before he got to me, he said, "Hey man, I thought that was you." And I'm like, I've never seen this man before in my life. "Yeah man, it's you. How you doing?" But what's funny, he said, "Hey, what it sound like?" And then the brother that was in the next car, he said, "Did he say Ak?" I said, "Sound like it, huh?" And he kept coming closer. Then he looked in and saw the brother and was like, "Hey, and you with him? Both y'all?" Hey, man, I was told to tell y'all to keep up the good work, man. Y'all keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing. Y'all doing the right thing. All right, now I got to go. And turned around and walked off. Went back the way he came. Back around the corner. And so I was like, man, was that an angel or something? He goes, man, for real? I was like, I don't know. I drive off to catch him at the corner. He just turned the corner. I pull up, gone. Nowhere to be found. I did a video on it a couple years ago when it happened. But I believe that. And I believe this situation as well. because it was a dangerous. And right before that, matter of fact, we switched out rental cars because the hood was kind of tripping, and a guy rolled up on a bike and was like, "Hey man, you can't just be pulling over like that. You gotta pull over to somebody's house in the neighborhood. Like shit ain't that sweet like that." And I was like, "Damn, I get it. I wasn't trying to be, in front of nobody's house making it. Nah, it look weird when you ain't in front of somebody's house. You could pull up in front of somebody's house, then we think you going to that house, and then we ain't worried about it." And I've been in certain hoods in America. I know how this works. I know how the hood laws and rules and the streets, and I've seen some of that, and I understand some of it, so I get it, But the point that I'm making was when he passed that message, that was kind of the thing. Like, hey, y'all doing the right thing. Don't worry about it. Keep doing it, and y'all gonna be all right. Keep doing what you're doing. And I was like, ooh, okay. That was one occasion. And that brother, remember, that did this video, he sort of did a video with the same brothers. It seemed like the same brothers was there. They were studying at Denny's. I'm not going to get deep in it, but they ran into somebody that, you can tell when somebody is homeless and when they smell a certain way. Like he used the word derelict, was a very good word, because it seems like they come like ordinary men, but angels are there to, matter of fact, let me see if this in the blue letter has it. They come to deliver a message. Okay, and usually they just do that. It says king there. Okay, Malak. Okay, messenger. But that's the point. They come and deliver a message. Angel. Okay, and that's the point. Okay, so I mean the scriptures got plenty of angels all throughout. But they come in and deliver a message of the Lord. And brothers asked him, the one I was just thinking about, that this brother and the brothers that was at this camp, and they told us a story when I was formerly in that camp. They were like, yeah, he asked if we had a light. He said, no, we ain't got we don't have a light. So he just kind of, and it went on with that. And if them brothers want to get into that, they can tell that. But great story. Also, one of the major ones that I remember when I was coming into this truth, the apostles were on 34th and 7th, and they were teaching, and it looked brisk. And I remember the two heads of the Boston camp were there before they became a camp out in Boston. And I remember watching the video, and then when I met the brothers, they told me about the story. I was like, I remember this, where there was a guy there, swole, walking back and like pacing back and forth behind the crowd, and then he just had a different spirit on him, but he was just walking around. And like I said, I don't remember all the details, but yeah, I remember that also. So there's times that I believe there has been angels around, and so I believe in those situations, and the scriptures back it up. So I'm gonna just hit this one, and I'm going to tie it in with another one at the end. This is Numbers 22, verse 22, which here says, in the KJV over the top, it says, the heading says, the angel and Balaam, right? But we're going to read it in the NLT. It says, but God, which his name is Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, was angry that Balaam was going. Okay, because he was going to send a message to Balak. Right, I'll start at I'll start here at 21. So the next morning, Balaam got up, saddled his donkey, and started off with the Moabite officials. But the Most High was angry that Balaam was going, so he sent the angel of the Lord to stand in the road to block his way. And you gotta know, man, there be certain situations that happen that's different scenarios, and just how the Spirit will keep you on a divine moment of timing. Okay, to where you're moving according to the Spirit now. And you narrowly missing that. You make a light. Dang, this one car cut me off, and I want to get angry, but I held it right, so I missed the light, and then go 5 more miles up the road, and then there's an accident that I would have been in the middle of if I'd have caught that light. You know, like, I mean, I'm just throwing out a scenario, but those certain things happen that way. Okay? It says, as Balaam and two servants were riding along, it says, Balaam's donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand. Right? Because in that time, now today, you know, this individual right here that was standing behind their camp, he was, as the brother so eloquently put, he kind of seemed like he was like standing guard. And right when they had hit his cue, it's like that was good enough, so he moved on. Oh, yep, that's what I need to hear, so I'm gonna move on. You know, and it's crazy, man, because it's been angel chariots at the camps. You know, over the camp, we had one over our camp this past week, and these are all signs of reassurance unto us, man. You know, we got these people like the vocab Malones and the different agendas that are being pushed against us, different groups and whatnot. We know this devil's got to come down with great wrath because he knows he have but a short time, and he got to wear out the saints. We know these things are coming. You know, and they got to be wroth with the woman, so on and so forth, right? So we know this is coming, but we also understand that we have angels encamped around us. Okay, we understand that we have help. Okay, we have messengers, we have protectors. Okay, anyway, so getting back to the scripture, it says, the donkey bolted off the road into a field, but Balaam beat it and turned it back onto the road. He didn't understand, he hadn't seen it yet. And the angel of the Lord stood at the place where the road narrowed between two vineyard walls. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it tried to squeeze by and crush Balaam's foot against the wall. So Balaam beat the donkey again, right? And then the angel of the Lord moved further down the road and stood in a place too narrow for the donkey to get by at all. This time, when the donkey saw the angel, it laid down under Balaam. And in a fit of rage, Balaam beat the animal again with his staff. Then the Lord gave the donkey the ability to speak. Okay? And I believe this was true. I believe this to be a true event. Okay? I believe that ability can happen. Okay? With the Most High, nothing's impossible. Okay? It says, it says, what have I done to you to deserve your beating me 3 times? It asked Balaam. You have made me look like a fool, Balaam shouted. If I had a sword with me, I would kill you. But I am the same donkey you have ridden all your life, the donkey answered. Have I ever done anything like this before? No, Balaam admitted. Then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes and had to open his eyes. Okay? And he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the roadway with a drawn sword in his hand. Balaam bowed his head and fell face down on the ground before him. Why did you beat your donkey those 3 times? The angel of the Lord demanded. Look, I have come to block your way because you are stubbornly resisting me. Okay, 3 times the donkey saw me and shied away. Otherwise, I would certainly have killed you by now and spared the donkey. Okay. Balaam confessed to the angel of the Lord, I have sinned. I didn't realize you were standing in the road to block my way. I will return home if you are against my going. But the angel of the Lord told Balaam, go with these men, but say only that what I tell you to say. So Balaam went on with Balak's officials. Okay, and that's basically the point I want to make, that messenger, that angel came and sent a message. And this message, I believe, is a reassuring message. Okay? And like the brother was saying in the video, man, where are you going to find a gray-haired dark-skinned Jake in the middle, standing back off to the side, not really trying to make himself known to be there, but showing himself that he's there with a gray beard, dark skin, and wearing a mitre. Clearly has his head wrapped. Okay? And then give respect on the way out in the middle of what the brothers were saying. Okay? Which I'm going, not tempted, I'm Lord willing, I'll go back and check out that whole everything the brothers was talking about during that whole time he was there. Okay? But yeah, so these are situations that you got to know and you got to believe, man. Let me get a couple precepts. Ah, boy. Hebrews 11. Okay, I'm going to read 1, but 6 was the point. It said, faith is the confidence that, this is an NLT, faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. And we're going to need, as I'm going to get in the next verse, we're going to, matter of fact, I got to get it now. Might as well. Salakia. I'm all over the place. Yeah, I'm all over the place, but I mean, like, this is not a little light thing, because this is actually on camera. Okay, this is proof, man. I mean, it's proof enough for me. All right. So anyway, Daniel 12:1, gives me hope that this is true. It says, at that time, Michael, the archangel, who stands guard over your nation, this is in the NLT, of course, will arise. Then there will be a time of anguish greater than any since nations first came into existence. Okay, showing you that Michael, an archangel, one of the chief angels, will be right there, man. Okay, to guard over the people, over the elect. Okay, in these last days. But at that time, every one of your people whose name is written in the book will be rescued. Okay. So we know this just gives us hope that, and grows our faith that this will come around again. And these angels that the Lord said would have there, that they'll be there in these times to protect us as well. Okay. Yeah, Psalm 34, and I was going to go straight to the point, but I'm going to read down. Try not to read the whole thing. I'll try to stop at the point, which is in verse 7, but this is verse 1. It says, I will pray. This is David when he played crazy, right? It says in the NLT, I will praise the Lord, Yahweh, at all times. I will constantly speak his praises, right? And we got scriptural things that are his praises, and we got new situations that pop up in the earth that we experience that are praiseworthy as well. Okay, I will boast only in the Lord. Let all who are helpless take heart. Okay, it says be glad in the other one. It says, come, let us tell of the Lord's greatness. Let us exalt his name together. I prayed to the Lord answered me. He freed me from all my fears. Those who look to him for help will be radiant with joy. No shadow of shame will darken their faces. Right? In my desperation, and we coming into Jacob's trouble is going to be a time of desperation. We read it in Daniel. Okay? A time like there never was of distress and anguish like there never was before ever on the planet, right? So in my desperation, I prayed, and the Lord listened. He saved me from all my troubles. For the angel of the Lord is a guard. He surrounds and defends all who fear him. Let me read it in the KJV, which we know. The angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him, and delivereth them. Okay, and this was like a confirmation to see this man. This individual who I also believe was an angel, stand there behind the brothers, standing there over the brothers, man. Okay? It's a beautiful thing, man. My faith has grown just from this. Okay? I mean, not that I didn't believe before, but to see things with your own eyes, to believe it without seeing it, as I was getting in Hebrew. Seeing without believing is one thing, and that's faith. But then to have your faith confirmed, man, man, call halal Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. It says, I'm going to jump down to 6 after this. Verse 1, Hebrews 11, NLT. Faith is it says great examples of faith, right? It says faith is the confidence that we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about things we cannot see. Okay? And we can't see what's going to happen in the day of the Lord with Jacob's trouble and the hour of temptation, but we believe that what the Lord said is going to happen is going to happen. And this, we see the chariots, but it could just be little specks and little plastic bags and mylar balloons and whatever else. But this gives a stronger inclination on the power of the Lord, on there being the real angels around. All right, and it's on camera, and we're gonna see a lot greater things coming in the near future too, man. We're starting, and we're gonna start to continue to see, to see great things happening in the earth, the power of the Lord being revealed. Okay, not everybody's gonna receive this, man, and it's okay. It's okay. I know you think you see that, just an old black man and this old nigga with a, say what you want, man. Okay, say what you want. But his actions and where he stood and how he stood, that's not the regular actions of a regular Jake that's been down here on earth the whole time, man. Living in chains of darkness and nah, man, they ain't moving the same way. This guy is moving in the spirit. The fact that he got off camera, not to make himself a spectacle, was only on camera for a few seconds. But his presence was made known. I love it, man. I love it, right? And but our eyes are open to believe that this is an angel, like Balaam's, right? Hebrews 11 verse 6 says, and it is in the NLT, and it is impossible to please God without faith. Anyone who wants him, to come to him must believe that God exists and that he rewards those who sincerely seek him. And part of that reward is angels being around, man, protecting you, guiding you through the spirit, delivering messages. Okay? All right? As well as food and so on and so forth, as the Lord said he'd be there for us. Okay? So I just want to bring in, I mean, we've seen little low-level things and experienced little, certain situations and different testimonies, but when you actually run into somebody, like I'm telling you, I had the experience where I talked to the guy, and he saw me and I saw him recognize me as he hit the corner, and then when he walked up, he recognized, and it sounded like he said "Ak." I don't know why, but I thought I heard that, but the brother that was with me, he actually heard him say it. He said, "Did he just say Ak?" I said, "It sounded just like it, didn't it?" And then he looked, and the guy kept walking up closer, which I don't know this guy. Right? He walked up closer. I didn't feel threatened. He didn't stink. He looked clean. His skin looked smooth. I could see his whole chest through his jacket and his face. He had a natural on. He's like, "Oh, and you here too?" Like he recognized the brother as well. And I'd never been to that city before. Okay, so these situations, man, they you feel a certain kind of way about it, you know? So Lord willing, man, this was edifying. Yeah, man, if you really are sincere and believe, man, you can tell what this is. You can tell at least what the message in it is. Okay, and your faith should be grown exponentially on this one. Okay, so Lord willing, it was edifying, giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahushai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahushai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahushai, Call Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honor to our apostles, the bishops, the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, blessings, much love to you, hopeful elect. Hey, we almost out of here. The power is being shown in the earth. Keep your faith, keep your diligence, and hold on, man. It's about to be a good one. Till the next one, Shalom.